He drives, kicks in the corner to Noah Thomas. The three, it's down. Noah Thomas from the right corner. Noah Thomas has had some big moments in his 3 seasons at Drake. But to fully appreciate those, we need to go back to where it all began, halfway around the world.
I mean, it's just home. It's just, relaxation, peacefulness.
Growing up in Australia, Thomas grew an affinity for basketball.
From as far back as I can remember, I've always been playing. My dad, he played professionally in Australia, so he was kind of, how I got started playing.
His dad, Melvin, won a championship in Australia's National Basketball League, and Noah was right there.
I don't really remember that much, but the pictures of him with the net around his neck, championship ring, and he's holding me and my brother in his arms. So just things like that.
Thomas wanted to make his own path in basketball, which came at the cost of leaving Australia. Thomas's journey to the States started in high school, where he played at 2 schools along the East Coast, eventually landing a scholarship to play at Drake University.
Something I keep in the back of my head is something my mom has actually said to me a lot. This is kind of preparing you for any obstacles life has to throw you. You've already been through so much that people my age wouldn't typically have to go through.
Thomas has been forced to grow up quickly, which, moving fast, has never been an issue.
He's as fast, especially with the ball, as anybody I've been around in all my years of coaching.
The speed and the hair made him a fan favorite around the Knapp Center.
I'm convinced that that's really all people watch when I'm out there. They don't really focus on what I'm doing. They're just looking at the hair.
Then last year, when Nick Norton was injured, Thomas stepped into the starting role and led the Bulldogs to their first Missouri Valley Conference championship in a decade.
I thought last year he was a perfect guy when Norton went down to be the guy that came in and stepped in his place, because he has so much confidence in his abilities to go make plays at both ends of the floor. And I thought our guys really fed off of his energy level all through the conference play.
It was surreal. It was awesome. Obviously, being able to be a part of that to begin with, but also being in the role that I was in as starting point guard to the whole season and coming away with the championship in the end of it all. It was great.
This year, Thomas is adjusting once again, being used as a burst of speed and energy off the bench.
Whether I'm the starting point guard, backup 2, backup 1, whatever, it's all really the same. I come out, try to execute what we're doing, follow the game plan, play to my strengths, use my speed, whatever I need to do, to put us in the best position to win.
From down under to the heartland, the game has taken Thomas many places and prepared him for whatever's next. For the Valley on ESPN, I'm Michael Admire.